Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Giants come in ranked in the top 10 in rush defense, and they'll go up against the Redskins team looking to make a dent in that ranking.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Manning now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Brandon Marshall, he had it and lost it. And it's second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing is Manning on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. They go play action here on first down. Underneath here to Hill. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out right. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jarvis Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Manning now on first down. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Throwing again. Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. Oh, able to avoid him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there. And they can get that done in this game.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Giant territory. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 52 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tyler Davison able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Fights him off. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks a tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on third down. Manning. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Caught on the right side, Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On first down, Manning. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. To throw is Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham. Throwing on first down is Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Spins by. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run on first down. Hill, and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're going to look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they took.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. On 1st down, Hill. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Shrugs him off. Trying to improvise. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Manning now on first down. He's going to let it fly. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. Golden Tate, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Hill. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Redskins, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.